Alright, hold on, hold on. Yeah, man. So we're gonna deal with police and bailiffs. Keywords: civil, criminal. Yeah. What else? What else? Case law. Important case law that we're gonna be looking at is Tuberville versus Savage. Yeah. Davis. Try and record this. In fact, just rewind it. David versus Lissel. Yeah. Or in that same light, which we're gonna go back to that. Mercado versus Wallace. Yeah. We got Morris versus Birdmore. Yeah. We got Weaver versus Bush. Yeah. Collins versus Wilcock. Yeah. And Rice versus Connolly. If you're in tune with what we're doing, you should already know and be feeling familiar with these two case laws. You get me? Because we use this in regards to assault on police, and when police try and bring us in court for assault, etc., etc. You get me? You'd understand that when you go into, especially the Rice versus Connolly. But these are important case law that we're going to be using to get you out of the situation in regards to assaulting police or resisting police arrest. Civil is basically to do with private dealings, yeah, between companies or your peers. Yeah, we just leave that. So that's private dealings between your peoples, yeah. Police can't really get involved or interfere with this kind of situation. Nothing civil police can get involved in. That's the courts to deal with, yeah. Police can only get involved with criminal proceedings, criminal situations, criminal dealings, yeah. Criminal jurisdiction. And that could be a breach of peace. So you know how it goes. You know, you get me. You know how it goes. You know the list is long for when it comes to criminal. So what the point I'm trying to make is, there's two distinctions between the both of them. You get me? Now, in regards to police and bailiffs, the bailiffs are there to deal with this civil matter. Yeah. The police come on behalf of the bailiffs because the bailiffs have phoned the police and claimed there's a breach of peace about to occur, or there is a breach of peace happening, and his safety as a bailiff is well, he just don't feel safe. You get me? Whereas if the bailiff had phoned the police and said, yo, come down, can you assist me in evicting certain rare tear out their property, or to deal with certain debt in regards to certain company, the police have got no right to come there, and they won't come and deal with it. They won't come whatsoever. You get me? The only reason why police come is because, like I said, the bailiffs have phoned feds and said, yo, I'm feeling threatened, I'm feeling my safety's, yo, I can't even articulate that sentence, but you know what I'm saying. I'm feeling threatened. There's a breach of peace that's about to occur. Can I have some assistance? You get me? Now the police have a duty to go and assist the bailiff, because now there's a criminal element to the situation. You get me? All right. Now we're gonna go into this little box here. Yeah. So this is society. Yeah. This is how you living. And you got there's you with your house. Yeah. So this is little Johnny. Johnny's living in his house. Johnny owes this company, yeah, some money. And Johnny didn't pay because he didn't believe, for whatever reason, Johnny didn't pay this company their money that they believed was owed to them, you get me? So they sold that debt to a third party company, yeah? Now in this third party company, you've got the bailiffs. That's where the bailiffs sit, yeah? Okay. So bailiff at some point must have sent Johnny a letter regarding them. Johnny either didn't answer the bailiffs and just left it and ignored it. So at some point the bailiffs came through, yeah? So the bailiffs, they're on site now. So they're asking for so-and-so's money. Now you're gonna dispute that you even owe ABC money, so you're not gonna pay them. So that's the argument. Now, because I should have added case law regarding bailiffs and what you should do when they come to the door, but that's on the website www.liberationsquad.co.uk. There's a section in there called bailiffs information, and there's information on there regarding not opening the door to bailiffs and what happens when you do open the door, because when you open the door you gave them kind of jurisdiction to enter into some kind of verbal contract with you. So that's what's going on now, a verbal a dispute, you get me? So because you're not having it, he's not having it, you're getting aggy, he might be getting aggy, you're still getting aggy. He's at the point now he wants to call police because he feels his safety's been breached. So he's phoning feds, and like I said, feds they're not gonna come regarding you just arguing with him over the debt, as long as you're doing it in a peaceful manner. The only reason they're coming now is because there's of course a risk of breach of peace, you get me? So now there's a criminal element, so that's why the police are now coming down to protect the bailiffs and come after Johnny. Now obviously Johnny ain't too happy about that, you get me? So Johnny's kicking up a fuss and he's aiming it towards the police, yeah? Let me get this house back, Johnny's house. Police, you got the bailiffs. So now they are both on site at Johnny's house, yeah? Okay. Cut long story short, yeah? The police ain't got much time to just hang about and deal with blah blah blah, you get me? You ain't got much time to deal with rare-tear, you get me? So there's some kind of frustration going on now. There's been frustration from the start. The police are gonna arrest you and attempt to arrest you on the assumption of the breach of peace, yeah? So now they're coming to arrest you. You're gonna kick up a fuss about it, and because of that you're not gonna allow yourself to go into any handcuffs, you get me? So you might end up scuffling with the fed, and you might end up elbowing him or unintentionally, I can't say causing harm, but unintentionally, like you probably knocked him, you get me, and he's probably fell to the floor or something like that. But feds are going to use that as an excuse and grounds for assault. So now you're going to get a summons to go to court for assault and resisting arrest. And guess what? None of what you're going to court for was regarding the original civil situation in the first place. So now you're in court regarding the criminal element to do with the police, yeah?